Great day. We're working with using the place value chart so we compare multi-digit numbers up to 100,000. And here we have two numbers that we're going to be comparing. And this is 521,645. This is 534,904. And the students are instructed to do a place value chart every time they compare numbers. So here's our place value chart. And our 5 is in what place? The 5 is in the 100,000s place. So I'm going to put my 5 here. Everything else will fall in line. Don't forget your comma. 645. Okay, our next number, this 5 is in the 100,000s place because I know this is ones, tens, 100, 1,000s place, 10,000s place, 100,000s place. So in the 100,000s place is where I put my 5. Then I have my 3, my 4, my comma, 904. And what we're going to do, we're going to start with the largest place value where there is a digit, and we're going to compare. So in the 100,000s place, we both have a 5. They're the same, so we can't determine by that which is going to be higher or lower. So we come to the next column, which is the 10,000s place, and we have a 2 and we have a 3. Well, we know 3 is larger than 2, so I'm going to circle this number. So this is going to remind me that my second number is the largest number. And so we know the alligator always eats the biggest piece first. So the open mouth is going to be to the biggest piece. And we said that the second number was larger. So you would read 521,645 is less than 534,904. Okay, so I'm trying to really encourage the students to make sure that they are putting the numbers on the place value chart, not just looking and seeing, oh, it's a 5 here and it's a 5 there, and let me just go ahead and make a determination without working anything out. We want them to consciously use that place value strategy each time they are comparing numbers. Okay, so here's another one we have here. 30,000 plus 9,000 plus 70 plus 8. And then we have 390,078. Okay, so we're going to continue with our place value chart. Ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. And we do the wiggly line so it's never confused as the number 1. And it helps us keep our numbers in a order, nice and neat and nice. So the first thing I need to do is not just look and see, well, I see a 3 here, and that's a 3 here, and let me go from there, okay? What we need to do, this is an expanded form, and we need to convert. That means to change this expanded form into standard or numeral form, where it's just numbers as this is, okay? So the 30,000 is in what place? That 3 is going to be in what place? The 10,000s place. Okay, so the 3 will go here. The 9,000, the 9 is in the what? The 9 in the thousands place. The 7, see this is 70, it will be in the tens place. And now we have 8 is in the ones place. So what do we do with the 100s place? We didn't have any, so therefore a 0. We have 0 hundreds in this number. Okay, and now I do ones, tens, hundreds. I put my comma. Now I'm ready to put my next number on here. Well, my 3. I always do this because this has been tripping students up today. This 3 is in what place? It's in the 100,000s place. Let's prove it. Ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000. So the 3 is going to go here. Next we have 9, 0, comma, 0, 78. Now remember, we're going to start at the largest place value where there is a digit, Here's 1, 3. Well, there's nothing here. Nothing is the same as 0. So what is larger, 3 or 0? Of course 3 is. So we're going to circle so we know our second number is larger. And therefore the alligator mouth is going to be to the largest number, which we said was the second number. And it will read 39,078 is less than 390,078. So it's very important to make sure that place value chart is incorporated. I will not accept paper. You just putting greater and less than. So I need to see the work behind it. I need to see the work behind it. Okay. So again, we have a word form here, and it is 79,015, and then we have a number in the standard form or numeral form, which is 79,050. So it is very important to remember to do what? Do your place value chart. 1, cents, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Wiggly lines. Keep everything nice and neat. Neat and nice. Okay. First, we're going to convert this into standard form or numeral form. So the first thing we know in math at 1,000, that's a comma. So we're going to put our comma here. So what comes before the word 1,000? 79. We're going to write exactly what it says. 79. And that's my comma. Let me move it down so it looks a little big right there. And then what is after the word 1,000? 15. Now, although 15 is two numbers, we know there are 3 digits here in order for us to have a comma. 1, cents, hundreds, comma. But we only have 2 numbers here. So how could I write it where it still will read 15? Okay? So I put a 0 here because it's 0 hundreds. And then I'm putting my 15. Now let me read the word form. And then I'm going to read the numeral form or standard form to make sure it's the same. 79,015. 79,015. So that's correct. Now I'm ready to put it on my place value chart. Well, 1, cents, 100 thousands, 10,000. So I know the 7 is in the 10,000s place, followed by the 9, the 0, the 1, and the 5. 1, cents, hundreds, comma. And my next number is 79,050. 1, tens, 100, 1,000s place, 10,000s place. So I know the 7 is in the 10,000s place. 1, tens, hundreds, comma. Okay, now I'm ready to compare to see which is greater than, which is less than. Well, these 2 numbers are the same, so I can't compare them there. These 2 are the same, I can't compare them there. The zeros are the same, I can't compare them there. So I come all the way to the tens place and I have 1 10 and I have 5 tens. Well, we know 5 tens is more than 1 10. So I'm going to circle that number because that reminds me that the second number is the greatest. So the alligator mouth is going to be to the biggest piece, which is the second number. And it will read 79,015 is less than 79,050. And this is what the students are working on today for tonight's homework. So make sure, parents, make sure, scholars, that you have a place value chart for each of the problems that you have tonight. See you tomorrow.